What's going on, guys? This is Mr. DeLorian here with a brand new video. And before today's video does get started, I did want to say that there's massive spoilers in this video going forward of like everything in episode 12 of The Walking Dead, containing stuff like the beginning, what happens to the episode, deaths, and including the ending of this episode. So yep, you've been warned, so let's hop right into the video. So basically, I found this post on Facebook, and it basically says like everything that happens in the episode. So let's go through the Facebook post. Now the first thing is, how does the episode begin? It opens with Alpha drilling Lydia about what happened at the hilltop and what she learned about them. Lydia lies about most of it. Specifically, she says the hilltop doesn't have many guns and that there's no trade. Lydia doesn't mention the kingdom or Henry. Okay, so that's pretty interesting. So at least we know in the beginning of the episode, Lydia is going to lie like to Alpha and everything, and not like, which shows already that Lydia is not on Alpha's side or her mother's side, which is really good. Number 2, what happens with Henry when he is caught? He is taken back to the Whisperer camp and tied up. Back at the camp, Lydia punches Henry to conceal her association with him. Alpha doesn't seem to buy it, and she orders Lydia to kill Henry. Luckily, they get interrupted by a herd. Okay, so that's good. So you know that scene where like Lydia has like a knife and like her mother throws like Lydia a knife and everything, and Henry, like all this stuff's about to happen? I'm assuming what this says or anything is that Lydia is about to, and it gets interrupted by a herd invading the camp. Number 3, what does Michonne decide to do knowing about the danger that they're facing? At first, Michonne wants to isolate Alexandria more than ever and is adamant about not participating in the fair. However, at the end of the episode, she finally decides to let the people vote on the issue again and promises not to veto their decision. We see a group leaving with food and their supplies to the fair, so we assume Alexandria voted in favor of the fair. This is something that I did see in a synopsis for a future episode. I think like episode 13, 14, 15, or 16, is that all 4 groups do come together at the fair and everything, so this basically confirms it. What do Negan and Michonne talk about? Now this is like a picture that got leaked, or not leaked, but a picture that got given to all of us and everything, of Michonne talking to Negan at his cell and everything, because obviously Negan came back to Alexandria, about how he could help her leadership. He mentions that he knows her leadership is slipping away, and that when Michonne learns about the window and his eavesdropping because of this, Michonne orders that to have the window closed up. So the window basically is obviously the window right next to Negan's cell and everything, where he was talking to Judith, and I think the first episode without Rick. The next one is, does Father Gabriel know about Rosita's pregnancy, and what is his reaction? Yes, apparently he knows from the start of the episode, and at first he wants to break things off with Rosita. However, it is actually Eugene who convinces Father Gabriel to stick with the relationship. That's pretty interesting. There's not really much to say about that besides cool. Number 6, are Judith and RJ in this episode? Yes, but you only see RJ asleep in his bed. Michonne also confronts Judith about talking to Negan and tells her not to do it again. Yet again, something pretty like minor or anything. Number 7, is there any conflict among the Whisperers? Yes, one Whisperer and his girlfriend try to challenge Alpha. The man says Alpha broke her own rules by going to the hilltop for her daughter, which put the entire group in danger. This doesn't go well and everything, and Alpha ends up beheading the woman with a wire while Beta stabs the man to death. Beta places the wire around her neck. It's not confirmed that Beta like does the beheading and everything. It might actually be Alpha. So this one is definitely interesting and everything, because it's something that like, because there's been like lots of shots in the trailers for like this episode, like a lot of other parts of this episode, which shows Beta like putting a knife to someone's like face and everything, and I'm presuming he's gonna stab them right after that very moment. Number 8, does anyone die, and if so, how and who? Yes, the 2 Whisperers that are executed and a whole bunch of other Whisperers at the very end while their camp is overrun by walkers. This is definitely an interesting one, only because it's like, how do the walkers know that the Whisperers are people? That's definitely an interesting one, because obviously the Whisperers dress up the way they do and everything, so they aren't recognized by walkers. Maybe the people that like are killed don't have the mask on. That could be like definitely something about it. Number 9, this is the most important one, and if you guys do not want to hear any spoilers, I suggest going away at this point right now. How does the episode end? The bodies of the 2 Whisperers that were executed are taken out to a clearing and are fed to a small herd. Daryl and Connie, which is the deaf girl that I completely forgot her name, witnessed this. We learned at the very end of the episode that Daryl and Connie followed them and led the herd right to the Whisperer camp. Daryl wears a Whisperer mask while he's leading the herds to the camp. Source didn't clarify if Connie was wearing one of the masks or not. Lots of Whisperers are killed and they're rescued, and Henry is rescued. Lydia also leaves with them because Henry refuses to leave without her. Fuck yes. As you guys know, like, I really don't want Henry to die yet again. I know tons of people hate him, but I'm not gonna go on that, like, whole rant again. But so yeah, Henry and Lydia are rescued, and basically no one's in, like, the main group, like, the main survivors are killed, but obviously some Whisperers are. So yeah, that was definitely interesting to read through all the spoilers and everything. So I hope you guys did enjoy and everything. I ruined my experience for this tonight's episode just for you guys. I'm completely joking, by the way. It was actually really fun just to, like, see everything early before the episode. Obviously, the episode goes on at 9. It's 5:34 as the recording of this video and everything. So I absolutely cannot wait. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you guys did find it, like, informational or informative. And I'll see you guys later. Peace, amigos, and peace out.